Hey guys, so today I will show you how we got our 5-star painting client 474 leads, and that did results in over 200k in sales directly from Facebook ads. And then I will show you what we are going to do, the changes that we are going to do to scale this client to 1 million a year. And he has been with us just for a few months now, and he has already close to 100k in the slow season. So now the spring season is starting, so we are hoping to hit that 1 million a year mark with directly from Facebook ads. Before I start, we offer this as a service, so if you have a painting company and you're looking to scale to 1 million a year, then please feel free to click the link down below and schedule a call with our team. It's a free call, no pressure at all, and then we will give you a plan on how we would scale you to 1 million a year using Facebook and Google ads. So all right, let's get started. So the campaign, I will show you the campaign structure that we use. We use an ABO, an ad set budget. We don't want to use a campaign budget unless the budget is very high. The reason we use an ad set budget is because we want to control on how much money goes to a specific ad set. With this client, we did start with just one ad set because it was a winter season. So we started one ad set and we did promote interior cabinets and some exteriors, and then we only interior cabinets on the winter season. And now we have multiple ad sets targeting different services. So we want to be able to control on how much money goes to those ad sets. So here's the ad set structure that we used to use. So this is the one that did generate the most leads. It was on the winter season. We target everything. They added an extra service because this works so good. So they also are doing accent walls now with Facebook ads. And then we also have a separate ad set that just targets exterior painters. If you have a small budget, lower than 50 bucks a day, I would just recommend using one ad set and just have everything under that ad set. Exterior, interior, and cabinets. If you have something different like accent walls here, then you would want a different ad set. All right, so let's look to the ad set settings. This ad set did bring over 200k in sales. However, when we launch a new campaign with this client, then I will do some changes, and I will also tell you the changes I will do when we launch a new campaign. As you know, we use instant forms for now. We have maximum number of leads here. This client did spend 40 bucks a day on this ad set. It used to be more, but when we launched 2 more ads, so this did get lower, but it started at 65 per day. What we do with this client and with every client is we target zip code. You want to do that as well. You want to control where your money are being spent, and the best place for your money to be spent is on the zip codes that make sense. Yes, radius works very good. They do generate leads, but sometimes they will generate leads on areas that you don't want to work at. So if you get the lead on that place, you're just spending money and you wouldn't even go to that place. So I would recommend just getting the zip codes here and then just targeting zip codes. I'm not saying just target high income zip codes that other marketing agencies do. Just target zip codes that you feel comfortable going and working at. It could be low income, it could be high income, it doesn't matter. But if there's an area that there are nice houses and then you feel like people want to paint their house, then you can just add those zip codes. And then if there are zip codes that you don't want to work at all, then you can just exclude the zip codes here. One thing that I would do differently when we launch a new campaign is I will click here, further limit your reach of your ads, and then I will want to turn this Advantage Plus off. While this is a new feature by Facebook, and when we did launch this campaign, we tested this out. I would say with other accounts that have this off, it's working very good because your ads are only showing to the places that you want to show. Sometimes the Advantage Plus tends to show your ad on some places or zip codes where they think they will generate a lead for you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the lead is close to you or to your service areas of your client. That's why I always recommend having Advantage Plus off for now. Maybe in the future the Facebook AI will get better and then this will be off, but for now, for the last 6 months, we have seen that this off worked very good compared to this. On this campaign, we did 200k in sales, so we did not want to touch it. However, when we launch a new campaign again, we will launch with off. Another thing that I would do here, I would turn this placement Advantage Plus off again. We only want our ads, especially for the painting, only to be on Facebook and Instagram. So what I would do is I would just go here and then just turn this off, and then this allow limited spend. Again, you have to make this off as well because Facebook is tricky. So even though you turn this off, with this you're telling, okay, you can at least spend 5% of this, right? Which is the same thing as if this was on. So make sure to turn this off. So this is what I would do differently on this asset, even though it did work great. And again, it shows that Facebook is very good. Even with some wrong settings, you're getting a lot of money from this. But this is what I would do on the ad set part. All right, so here's the most important stuff when it comes to the Facebook ads, which is the ads or the creatives. The creatives are the images and the videos that you use for the ads. There's a saying that says creatives are kings, and that is very true because the creatives will make or break your Facebook ad campaign. If you have good ads, you will generate more leads and more sales. If you have bad ads, then you will not generate anything and you will just give money to Facebook for free and not get anything back. So when it comes to the ads, especially with the latest updates, you have to have different different ads. You cannot just have one ad and run that ad 10 times, because with the changes, with the Android media updates, you will not generate a lot of leads that way. So you have to have different type of ads. You have to have images, you have to have different selfie videos before and after, walk through, so Facebook can test all of them and then find a winning ad. So let's see one of the ads, and so you understand what I mean.
St. Louis homeowners, this is Michael from 5 Star Painting of St. Louis, and we specialize in exterior and interior painting to make your house look brand new. Interior, your exterior, or even your cabinets, now's a great time. So just click the button below and schedule a free estimate with us.
So what we do with our clients is we send them different scripts. We have a lot of clients, we do not share the zip code. So what we do is we test different scripts, and then we call it the winning script, and then we send those scripts to our clients, and then they record themselves doing those scripts. We know exactly what to say on those videos to trigger the Facebook algorithm to show your ads to only people who want to paint their house. We know exactly what the homeowners wants to see before they hire a painter. So we cut off unnecessary things from the ads. We only want the important stuff on the ads. This is not a TV commercial. These people see 100 ads a day, so you have to be very direct. You have to be very on point, and then you have to say the right words first for Facebook, and then for the people who are seeing the ads, they have to know what you guys do. So you have to be very careful on the things that you say on the videos. That's why we send scripts to our clients. That's why we edit those videos and cut parts that are not unnecessary, and that's why we are having such a good success with Facebook, even with the latest updates. People really do everything good, and then when it comes to the ads, they slack a bit. But that should not happen, because ads are the first impression that those leads have for you. It's like a billboard. If your billboard is bad, that is what people will remember about you guys, and then that could leave a bad impression. So the ads, the selfie video especially, has to be very good. You have to look very professional, very clean. You have to be on a job site or somewhere where people will immediately say, okay, this guy is a painter, and okay, I want this guy to be in my house. You have to show that you have done large projects and you know what you're doing. Another thing that we do with all of our clients, including this one, we have a CRM that will automatically send text messages to every lead that is generated. So the lead sees the ad, fills out the form, and they immediately receive a text and email from our client. It happens in an automatic way, and then we keep following up with the leads until they book an estimate. Everything that happens with the ads, with the automated text messages and emails, is happening just to increase the trust between you and the homeowner. They have to trust you guys. That's the most important stuff. And then they have to know that you guys do a good job. One thing I would want to add on the creative part is that we track which one of the ads did generate the sale. This helps us build more ads that are generating more sales versus more ads that are just generating leads. Because the main thing that we want to do with the ads is sales. That's why you guys are running Facebook ads, and that's why we try to optimize for more sales. So we have built this internal tool that will tell us which, let's just say a lead is generated, we book an estimate, and then the client goes and does the estimate, and then let's just say a week later they close that lead, and then they go and do the project, the painting project. So once that happens, we will automatically find out which one of the ads that we have right here did generate that lead. So if we see that one of the ads is generating more leads that are resulting in more sales, then we will just build more ads like that. So we have the data. Not only we have the data for this client, but we also have the data for other clients that we are running ads for, which is a very high number of clients that we have right now. So we can see which one of the ads are doing good, and then we can just build more ads like that. So this will help us only build ads, we call them winning ads, only build winning ads that will generate more sales for you guys. As you can see, let's just say this ad did generate 12 leads, but it only did bring one sale, $2,000. However, this ad did generate 7 leads. However, it did bring 2 sales, and those 2 sales did bring $9,000 in closed revenue. If we were building a new ad for this client, then we would build more ads like this versus more ads like this, even though this ad did generate more leads. The reason we do that is because we want to have ads that are generating sales, not only leads. So just as a recap for this client, the changes that we would do to scale this client to $1 million a year is, first, we'll launch a new campaign, and then we will make those changes on the ad set that I showed you before. The other thing that I will do with this client is we will move to a landing page. If you're spending more than $100 a day, then there is no reason for you to use a Facebook form. The Facebook forms tends to generate low quality of leads because the friction is low. So the leads that are generated, most of the time they have the wrong phone number in their Facebook account, and then Facebook automatically gets that phone number. So if you're spending more than $100 a day, I would highly recommend going to a landing page route. The third thing that we will do for this client to scale to $1 million is that we will have an appointment setter that will call the leads that are generated within 5 minutes. Right now, this client has someone calling the leads. They're not calling within 5 minutes. They're calling like after an hour, after 2 hours, or the next day. Again, that shows that they're doing it very good with the ads that we have done because they have closed over 200K. But I would say if we have someone calling the leads within 5 minutes, we can increase that now. We have another client that we have an appointment setter that calls the leads immediately, and they're booking like 75 to 80% of every lead that we generate. They're booking an estimate with. This client is only booking like 30% or 40% of the leads. So that is double the amount of estimates that this client could have gotten if they had someone calling the leads within 5 minutes. And with just a simple math, that would mean double the money. And then that means this client would be very close to $500,000 if they just had someone calling the leads immediately. Some of the painters say they will call the leads immediately, but they're on the ladder, they're doing an estimate, and then they call later. The lead will not pick up, and then they lose the lead. So that's why you have to have someone dedicated to only call the lead. Again, we offer this as a service. We will do the ads for you. We'll do a landing page for you if you have a high budget, and then we have an appointment setter that will call the leads and book them to your calendar directly, and then they will call within 5 minutes. If you just want to do the painting, then you want another marketing agency to generate leads for you, generate estimates for you, and then you can just go and do the estimates. Then I would highly recommend going to freshpaintmarketing.com, book a free call with us, and then we'll explain everything that we would do for your company to reach $1 million a year. Or if you have $1 million and want to reach more, then we'll also do that. So this is what we did for this client, close over 200K on the slow season for us. This is what we are going to do to get him to $1 million a year. I have new videos coming up soon, so subscribe to the channel. And again, if you need marketing for your painting business, click the link down below and then we can talk. Thank you so much.